Hey everybody, this is Coach Desmond for another edition of Getting Clear with Coach Desmond. So how can you prevent from getting old? Now guys, don't worry, you're not going to get an infomercial here on eye cream or any nonsense like that. Listen, if you're like me, you probably have been part of a conversation or two, typically with an older person, probably around their 60s or going into their 70s, and you're introducing new information like, hey, just go on the computer, or hey grandma, hey auntie, whatever, go to your computer, go download the app on your phone, and then you get a very confused look, a look of concern, and then it turns into another look, and then you get another comment like, well, I'm not a computer person, can you do it? And immediately you're seeing people that were in your estimation heroes, people that you've looked up to for a number of years, many folks who've actually had a long resume of basically being innovators. And now that they've gotten older, they've told themselves something. I'm too old, or I'm not a computer person, or I'm not an app person, or I'm not this, or why can't we go back to the old ways of doing things? And you've heard it on and on and on. So guys, listen, I want to go ahead and give everybody a quick tip here on how to go ahead and prevent yourself from getting old. And it has nothing to do with knowledge. You know what it has everything to do with? Here it is. Here's the punchline. Ready for it? On that, your trying muscle has gotten weak. But here's a revelation. You don't have to go ahead and get old before your trying muscle gets weak. Maybe it was because of a trauma. Maybe because it was an embarrassing. Maybe because you had a failure. And because of that failure and your desire to go ahead and do what? Avoid the pain. You stopped doing what? Trying. And then what ended up happening is you started to go ahead and creating these quote unquote conclusions. What are those conclusions? Well, I'm not a person who likes to go ahead and date anymore. I want to make sure everybody comes to me. It's just not the right time. We start making some really strange rules. But most of all, we start getting old. And I've seen this in my practice as a coach, and I wanted to put together a video here. Your issue is not knowledge. You simply stop doing what you used to do all the time. Listen, case in point. When you started coming up as a kid, all you wanted to do was try. You wanted to go ahead and try the new candy, the new ice cream. You wanted to go ahead and listen to the latest music. You couldn't wait to try. It was a try-palooza. You wanted to go ahead and try the new hairstyles. You wanted to go ahead and try the new, trends. You wanted to go ahead and try the newest and latest and greatest everything. What was happening? Your trying muscle was firm and strong, and it was insatiable. Fast forward, you graduate college, trying more stuff there. Fast forward, you graduated, and now you're in the workforce. Now you have a kid. Now you're married, and what are you doing? Now you're trying new apps, new programs, new services because you need to. Okay, matter of fact, a lot of us are basically using online navigation because we just don't have the time to go ahead and look at a book. So even if you didn't know how Waze worked or how Google Maps worked, you were going to go ahead and try. And as you downloaded, you began to do what? And this is what happened every time when you tried. You figured it out. Your grandmother, your auntie, your uncle, they're not sundowning, they're not dealing with dementia. Chances are it's been a long time since they've tried something new. But as I said before, and I'll say it again, you don't have to get old for this to go ahead and start happening. So what can we do about it, Des? On that, here's what I recommend. I want you to intentionally disrupt yourself on a on a weekly basis. I want you to go ahead and take one thing that you don't typically do and do it. For my older people, I recommend, for the people I get a chance to coach every now and then, I'll basically recommend a number of apps, Uber, DoorDash. I even ask them to go ahead and download the bank of their application directly on their phone and have them do what? Start trying to use it. The other thing I want to go ahead and do is this. I want to set the right expectations. We get so frustrated when we're not amazing out the gate, and that's not how things work. So let me go ahead and remind you of a mantra that I like to go ahead and share quite often. Okay, it's called the 5 pillars of progress. Listen carefully. First, you're going to suck. Then you're going to suck less. Then you're going to be okay. Then you're going to go ahead and get good. And then eventually you're going to become great. Why? This 5 pillars of progress are consistent with your process when it comes to trying. Anybody who's ever tried to do ballroom dancing or try ice skating, we all sucked. But again, the more you kept trying, the better you got at it. And as I am getting older myself, I'm realizing that the real fountain of youth isn't just some type of serum or intermittent fasting or skinny jeans. The real fountain of youth here is the ability for me to go ahead, keep this trying muscle up. Listen, I had not read a computer manual in years. I'm from the old school of what? Keep pressing buttons until something explodes. And I've been able to go, because I'm willing to try and try for many, many years, I've learned a great many things. But for some reason, when people get older, they now get to this level because of the routine they've established, the places they've gone. They think they already have it figured out. I already know what works for me. I already know what I like. I don't want to deviate from that. And listen, I don't have a problem with that. But I need you to go ahead and understand that if you do not intentionally disrupt yourself by basically doing things to interrupt your current pattern, that allow you to go ahead and do what? Become surprised again. If you don't do these type of things, you're going to be that curmudgeon. You're going to be that person saying things like, I'm not a computer person. You're going to start becoming afraid of the future because you're going to keep telling yourself the lie that you don't know. Well, that is a lie. It's not knowledge that's your problem, my friend. It's your inability to try. And whether that has become due to age because you got caught up in regards to habits, or whether it's just a situation when the last time you tried, you got burned, therefore don't try again, that I want to encourage you right now to be intentional. Start off small. If you're right-handed, start writing with your left hand. If you're going shopping, go to an entire different supermarket on the other side of town where you don't know where all the food is going on here. Matter of fact, challenge yourself. If you like Chinese food, try Thai food going on. Disrupt your pattern. Keep trying something new, and as a result of that, you'll start learning, and before you know it, when you started feeling old, now you'll start feeling young again. Hey everybody, this has been Coach Desmond for another edition of Getting Clear with Coach Desmond. Was that helpful? I hope it was. If you like what you heard here today, hey, don't be selfish. Pay this forward and share this with a friend. Okay, guys, if you want more information, you like say, Des, this is great. How can I get more information from you? Well, if you like, I'm providing right now one-on-one complimentary coaching. A lot of you guys don't know, I'm a professional clarity, strategy, and accountability coach. And what you just heard is just a small smidget of the things I am doing to help people accelerate, to individuals who have found themselves saying, I know what I can do, I know what I should do, I just don't know why I'm not doing it. They're now being able to go ahead and do what? Get unstuck. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, you or a friend and all stuff, and you're feeling stuck in regards to your ideas, business, or just ventures, and you're saying, Des, I'm at that place where I could just use a little bit of help, that I would invite you to go ahead and take advantage of my complimentary free session. Simply go to CoachDesmond, DESMOND.com, and I'll be able to take care of you and get you scheduled right away. Okay, guys, until next time, don't forget, be great and stay clear.